Well, on second thought, let's just try this. We might have enough electricity on board to get us there and back. We'll see. I did a little quick check on the map there, and it looks like it's not too far away. It's not close, but it doesn't look like it's all that far away. And based on this trip alone, I should be able to determine whether or not I'm going to be able to make it or not. But we shall see. We shall see. And it's going to take a little while to get there. Well, to get to my Kerbal and to get there as well. Just because of the low gravity around here, it is treacherous to try to adjust your speed, to try to adjust your heading at all. So I just tried to line this up as best I can, and I'm more or less just letting this vehicle cruise at this point down towards my Kerbal. As you can see, any kind of a change is a little bit disconcerting. Looks like the brakes work okay though, so I'll probably have to use them a fair amount. Because again, this looks like all kinds of downward slope. And this is a fragile little beast. Great turning. I'm a lot more impressed with this one than I am with my other models, but again, there will be some design revisions going on here for sure. 'Cause those solar cells, man. Those solar cells. That just kills me. You must have just ripped off during entry and I didn't even notice. What a shame. "5 kilometers out, we can now see the name of this wonderful target of ours. Hopefully not too much longer, although we haven't really lost that much electricity, so I think we will be able to get there and back. Woo! A little bit of a jump there. No problem. No problem at all. So there's our lander. And again, I think we're going up in here somewhere. I think. I might be wrong. It might be over here somewhere, but it's going to be around there. Crawling along at a snail's pace now, but I don't want to use electricity unless I have to. Yeah, well, guess we're going to have to. I just switched into fine controls at this point, just because it seems that this is really unwieldy, and on any kind of an incline it really wants to just fly off in any given direction. So cresting this hill has actually become quite the monumental feat. There it is. Awesome. Okay. We have arrived. And brake, 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 brake. A brake, 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 brake. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's just remove T. Hopefully won't make our charge go down too rapidly. Have to stow that. Let's extend that. Extend that. Bill, my friend, you're going EVA. Yeehaw! Alright. Let's do this thing, buddy. Come on, buddy. Sit down. Sit down. Why don't you want to sit in the seat? I made you a thing. Don't you like the thing I made you? Come on now. Don't be like that. I'm sure it's oriented correctly, so why can't you sit on it? That's weird. Well, you're right on top of it. What the butts, dude? Bored. Jeez. Jeez, Luis. You're killing me here, buddy. Okay. So like I said, I think we're just going to go a little bit further west, like into around here, I believe. So let's take the brakes off. Let's move. Let's do this. Wow, this is a lot worse with a Kerbal on board. Okay, so again, let's just look at what we got here. I think it's here. Hopefully we can get this sorted out. Maybe I want to be moving a little bit south. That direction over there. Although now, with him in it, it looks like the weight issue is not becoming an issue anymore. Like he's balancing the craft out a little bit, which is nice. What you been eating, son? Fat. Fat. Oh, wait a second. Now that right there, that looks like an Easter egg. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, it's resolving into something. I think we found ourselves an Easter egg. Okay, great. So, we're there. We don't have far to go. I think we can make it back, too. That's awesome. Okay, let's do this. I'm getting more and more confident as we go here. That is definitely looking like something that is not part of the usual landscape. Bill, my friend, we may have found ourselves an Easter egg. Oh yeah. And we're coming up on halfway through our electricity, so again, I don't think it's going to be much of a problem actually getting this thing back to our original landing site. So we can plant a flag instead. That will mark it. Oh yeah, it has to be. It has to be, unless that's a gigantic boulder, but I really don't think so. That must be what I'm looking for. Whoa, so excited! Okay, cool. I'll speed up time here, but it's looking like we're gonna make it. I am a very happy camper right now. Okay, well, I'm starting to get a little bit concerned now because we are just chewing up the electricity. This thing is completely on an upward slope from where we are. There might be a better path to get in here. Maybe. But nah, it all looks pretty much uphill. Well... Hopefully we can make it back. Again, it's mostly downhill from here, so hopefully we can just glide this thing most of the way back, but... I don't know. I really don't know. We're definitely going to plant a flag either way, but I don't know how close this is going to be able to get us back to our landing site. Especially when I'm chewing up fuel like crazy. Oh man. If only I had my solar cells. This would be such a simple thing to do now. But no, I had to lose them while I came down to the ground. Not fair. Oh well. Still got about a third of our electricity left. We're not too far out from the Easter egg. Oof. You know, I might just do the rest of this on foot. I think I will just do the rest of this on foot. Leave the seat, son. Push comes to shove, I can always move this without the Kerbal. Okay. Time for afterburners. See, at least this way we can go pretty quickly. Heck of a lot more rapidly than than if we were just roving on up here. Although I'm not liking the way the ground is coming up. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oof, that was a bit close. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Again, ground. Too much ground. Too much ground. Keep on raising our height, though. Keep on raising our altitude. Our altitude. That is resolving itself into something. But what is it? I wonder. Oh, I wonder. Whatever could it be? Awesome! It is, in fact, the face of a Kerbal. Let us attempt a landing. Whoa! Oof. Oof, oof. Slammed face first, right into the face. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Oh, it's time to plant a flag. Well. Oh, that's right, I've got my fine-tuned stuff going on here. Well. What do we have here? Could it be a face? Excellent. So we have made our way to the face on Duna. And incidentally, if you want to know where to go to find said face, it's right there. Just so you know. So yeah, I mean, 20 kilometers off, that's not so bad, right? Right? Okay, now that we've done that, my valiant friend, it's time to make our way back over here. And I actually don't want to use any more fuel, because I'm not sure if I can refuel him. Maybe I can, that's a question. Well, you know what? We did it. I'm proud of us. Heck yeah. So, I'll speed this up in post, but this is going to be a whole lot of me holding down on the W key, because I want to keep this EVA propellant just in case. I may, in fact, well, I'm almost guaranteed to need to EVA once we get this guy back up into orbit, and I'm not sure if it's possible to refuel his EVA suit once he's inside of a ship or not. So, err on the side of caution and all that. We'll just slowly walk our buddy back to our rover, and then we'll try to get the rover as close as we can to the lander. Who knows, we may very well need to walk some more. But our excursion has been made, and our rover saved us a rather large chunk of time, I would say. So, I'm pretty pleased with the way that all that worked out. If only we had solar cells, we wouldn't be doing any walking. But hey, it's good to go out for a stroll every once in a while, get some exercise. It's good for you. You know what? Let's just save here. Let's see how much fuel this is actually going to take to do. Alright. Off we go, my friend. Well, that answers that question. I guess we'll be walking. Well, I guess we'll be walking. So I figured I'd just, fill these little bits in here and there. Not really much to say, though, honestly. It's just a lot of walking. This took hours and hours and hours. I can't remember exactly how long, but this entire video, like the entire clip that you're seeing in about under half an hour, took roughly 8 hours to do. It was a while. Anyway, we're coming up on a point where my buddy showed up at my place, and we were going to go play some pool. So, yeah, I pretty much just cut the video at that point, and we continue on after that. Well, we're almost there. We're getting there, and I might actually have the rover come over to me at this point. Maybe once I get over that ridge just up ahead, but for the time being, I'm sick of pressing down on the W key. Although, if you ever do need the W key depressed for infinite amount of time, have a pen and a little bit of something heavy. Does wonders. Anyway, that's enough for today, so we'll stop there. Bill, say hi. Close enough. Alright, later. Yep. Continuing right on from where we left off, I should say. We're gonna go ahead and get ourselves to the rover. And we're gonna try to get ourselves all the way back to my lander. And we'll see if that actually works out all that well. My impression? Outlook doubtful. Talking from the future now. Well, anyway, you'll see soon enough, but let's just zoom back on in because we are nearly back at the rover now. And, yeah, again, not much to say, really. Just a long, painful excursion here. What can you do, right? We did it. Made it back to the rover. There isn't much power left. That's okay. We can do it. Let's do the best we can. Well, Bill is off. He is off to his lander after successfully finding a face on the face of Duna. He is also popping a reverse wheelie because he is that badass. Also because I do not know how to design a rover, apparently. But it's okay. Because we love him anyway. And he is totally doing a Michael Jackson, a reverse spinning. Oh my goodness. Let's do it. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Seriously, you can drift this thing. This is amazing. But we shouldn't. Let us progress. Because we have to keep the electricity in mind. Is it not many? Fortunately, it's all downhill, and I'm just going to keep on gaining velocity. So as long as I'm pointing in the right direction, we should be good to go. Let's move on back a little bit, and let's just appreciate where we've come from. We came from there. We went down there to get to there. Not exactly efficient, but hey, you know what? Doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because we're going to pick up somebody over there eventually. Also, we're doing it. And let's be honest, that's all that matters. Right? Right. So as you might be able to tell, this thing is ridiculously unwieldy. Very, very sketchy trying to control this rover. Well, I mean, if I actually paid attention, it wouldn't be so bad, but I wasn't. I was really elated with the fact that I was on the return and that I might actually make it. As you will see very shortly, something happens, and it is not exactly a good thing. But what can you do, right? These things happen. And design revisions of the rover are upcoming. Well, there goes the remains of what once was a glorious vessel. And I am certainly not going to reload from save, but I am definitely going to save here. I will one day mark this as the Rover graveyard, 12 kilometers away from, well, what do we have here? Look at this, it's still spinning, oh my god, it's still spinning. Alright, that's enough of that. Well, on we go then. We still have a long trek to go. But at least we've trekked. Oh boy, what can you do? And again, a long trek to go. Oh, what else can I say about this? Well, I guess I can say that, is it the last video or the video before? Anyway, in one of the previous videos I said that I felt it would be cheating to actually refuel my, my spaceship. In the end, I had to cheat because there was no way that I would have been able to return the spaceship back. Just because of the way that I'd set up my orbits originally, there was no conceivable way that I could have gotten myself back to Kerbin at all. The amount of fuel that I would have had to expend was way too high. So the next mission coming up will be sending a refueler. But until then, let's finish this video off. And we are on board. Good stuff. Well, I think that's a pretty good place to leave it off for the time being. We're on board, my son. Let's just check your pack. I'm curious now. You do refill yourself. Well, that's good to know for the next time. Either way, Bill, you made it back safe and sound. Let's just check out the distance that we traveled here. All the way from there to there. What a thing to do. Oh man, and we've got to figure out a way of orbiting as well. Boy, this is going to be something. But it's the last leg of the mission. We've done everything that we wanted to. We've got all the science we wanted. So this next mission, this next leg of the mission will be getting everyone back on board. And then it's just a quick trip back to Kerbin. Alright, that'll be that.